I am currently in Accra, here in Ghana, and we've had a jam-packed, fun, as well as adventurous, as well as emotional, and very active few days. We have gone from the greater Accra region to the eastern region to the Ashanti region and over to central region, and now back to Accra. There are 16 different regions here in Ghana. So we've been busy. A lot of people say, why do I need to go to Ghana? Well, it has truly been an experience. I think one of our tour guides, in my opinion, kind of said it best. And the proverb, if you would, the saying was that until the lion knows his story and tells his story, the hunter will always be the hero. So think about that. Really think about that. That's, to me, a powerful statement. And if you really think about it, it says a lot. There is history that is taught in schools that excludes some things. It definitely has some things in it, like predetermination of man, where it makes it very clear that, for an example, the British would find what they classified as savages, and it was their duty to cultivate them and to turn them into civilized man, to clothe them, to teach them Christianity, etc. So that's in the history books, but there's a lot that's not in the history books. And coming here, you learn a lot. It's not just about the British, the Portuguese, the Spaniards, the Dutch, the Swedish, the Germans. There's a lot that went on. So it's been really educational. So if you're into history, if you're into, learning where you come from, where others come from, how it all started, basically, how we got to where we are, if you're doing DNA, ancestry searches, things of that nature. I just think it's a great trip to come to. There's a lot that you really learn, or as well as it pulls some of the pieces together. For those of us old enough to remember Roots from 1976, and all that went on after that came out with Alex Haley. All of the things you've seen on TV, all the movies you watched, the Bloodstones, I think that's what it's called, Roots, Queenie, oh my goodness, so many different things that you've seen on TV. Coming to experience it live is just a life-changing event. I mean, that's kind of the only way I can say it. It's life-changing. To go into the Slave River, where those possible ancestors for you and I were bathed for the last time before they were put on auction to be sold. To go through the slave dungeons where they were kept, to see the door of no return, which is now the door of return based on the number of us returning back to get the history. It's amazing. I mean, it's just unfathomable, to say the least, when you think about all that went on and why it went on. History tells us that there were many wars, there were conquerors that took over lands, etc. And a lot of that has to do with where slavery kind of came from. It also gets you some information about how we, as a people, Africans, had a slave system ourselves, indentured servants, pretty much like, Asia and all the other places that have had those. You had wars, you had captives. Those captives became indentured servants or slaves, if you would, of the captors. So, again, pulling all the history together, pulling it together to, I can't say make sense, but to connect the dots, I think helps to some extent, but it definitely gives you a full, well-rounded picture, or a better picture of the things you've missed in maybe general mainstream education. And Black History Month in February in the States isn't enough. not enough. You've got to really go from where it all kind of started. And it's very much enlightening. So I will say that. But I just want to create this video to say that Ghana is definitely a place to come to. We've enjoyed our visits so far. We still have several days to go, but we've really enjoyed it. It's been, like I said, very educational, very enlightening. But it's, again, it's an experience. And it's an emotional experience, but it's just an enlightening experience. I mean, really. And there's so much I could probably say about just being here in Ghana and being among so many people of color. Really, it's just amazing to just be, not to be labeled or to someone trying to figure you out. It's just being. It's been really interesting. It really has been interesting. It's been, again, life-changing. So, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, y'all. Accra, I love the artwork, the culture, but it's really beautiful to see so much African art, so much culture, to see how the people of these regions are living, and to see the joy in their faces, and to see how they are overcoming and moving forward and becoming progressive and so forth and so on. I mean, it's very enlightening. Coming to Ghana movement is who we have been working with. Adolte Pape, he's gonna get me. I always get this name wrong. I want to say Papapeo, and that's not what it is. It's Pape. Oh, I want to say that Pape. Oh, I think I said that right this time. He's gonna get me. But he's been great. His team's been great. We've really been enjoying this. They've taken great care of us.